So we leave that there, and then we're going to be, hopefully, we're going to be hooking up with what I call one of Britain's most iconic Black British actors, although he wasn't born in Britain, but he is British, as far as I'm concerned. He was born in Trinidad. And at this moment in time, lack of filming going on, as you know, with all the soaps going on, there's no filming going on, whether it's BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, whatever. He's in one of the most popular TV soaps in England. It's called EastEnders. He plays a pivotal role. He plays the role of Patrick, I think it's Turnbull, if I got that right. Anyway, he's been in it for over 15 years, let's put it this way. But he's hanging out in his, born country of Trinidad, and I hope he's joined us on the line to talk to us about. I want to talk about this CBE as well, because that went under the banister. Rudolph Walker, CBE, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
Hello, lovely to see you.
Good to see you. Good to talk
praise,
to you.
Praise.
It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. I was trying to figure it out yesterday, and I said, my gosh, is it 8 years? I think it's 8 years. We have the last time you've been on the show 8 years ago.
Wow.
I think it is. I can't have a calculation, but I mean, what can I say? The years have done nothing to you. Look at you. You still look the same.
And maybe it's because I'm in Trinidad. Well, that's the reason why I look.
Probably it is because you're in Trinidad, I would say. Oh my gosh. So on another note, to say it seriously now, how have you been through this COVID-19 crisis?
Well, I have been coping reasonably well. I am blessed. I think the good Lord is looking after me to have me down here. And the government is just doing a fantastic job. They've been doing a great job. And I feel relatively safe. I have to abide by all the rules and regulations, like wearing your mask when you go out and maintaining that distance between when you're shopping. All the things that, you have to do in the UK, only that we did it a lot sooner.
Yes.
Yeah. And as a result, it's limited the impact over here. That you, yes, I mean, we are down to a population of just over 1.5 million. I think we've had 7 fatalities. It's kept a very, very even level, so we haven't had any spikes or increase. Yes, I am just blessed to be here. On my own, but I have the freedom of the garden and things like that. And as I said, observe the rules and regulations.
Of course. I was just going to ask you, Rudolph, did you go over just before the lockdown here in the UK, or did you manage to, even as we were going to be locking, did you manage to get a flight? I'm not sure. When did you go to Trinidad?
Well, I came down here. What I try and do every year, as I said, I keep saying during the winter, or at least for about 4 weeks or so, I escape EastEnders and I come to some sunshine. In a way, it's my answer to a psychiatrist. Rather than go to Harley Street, I come to Trinidad. So I came down here for Carnival, and it's amazing because you had my dear friend Ansel Wong earlier on.
Yes.
And we were down in Trinidad. He was down here at the same time and went back before me. And just as I was about to fly back to the UK, all hell let loose.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't use the word. So I got stuck here. Maybe that's one phrase I can use, but the other phrase is that the good Lord said, Rudolph Walker, you're in Trinidad, stay in Trinidad. And
you stay there. That's right. Obviously, you've been keeping up to date, Rudolph, with the total figures and what's happening in the UK. Devastating figures. As you know, it's just behind the USA. We're 34,000 and rising. Many of which are, older folk, but also very, very highlighted. The Black, Asian and minority ethnics. They say that we happen to be 4 times more likely if we were to catch the virus, to die from it. There is an investigation, there is an inquiry, they're looking into it. But would it be safe to say that maybe you are right, that, God's idea for you was not to be here, because it's not looking very good for the BAME community at the moment?
Well, exactly. And you get the same report coming out of America. I think President Obama highlighted that, and a lot of the top individuals right across the globe, especially in America and the UK, have highlighted the fact that we are more likely to for it to be fatal. And yes, I hope that there's a very in-depth investigation into why that is, and a real in-depth investigation. And they have not just to take not only what is happening in the UK and America, but they have to take what is happening right across the globe. Be it Africa, be it the Caribbean, be it wherever. Why is it why we are susceptible to the virus and anything that's of that nature? It needs to be an honest and an in-depth investigation.
Yeah, indeed. I was saying earlier, Rudolph, sorry, we've got the EastEnders, we've got Coronation Street, we've got many of those soaps that have stopped filming. Lots of repeats are being shown, and sometimes it's not being shown at all. But we have heard that possibly the government is saying that possibly in July, things could start sort of opening up again for, maybe limited amount of people on set, if you will. But have you been given the call to come back in?
No, I'm following exactly. I think we are all waiting for the government guidelines as to exactly when and how it's going to happen. So my news is just as much as the same news that you have had and the papers seem to have had. So, but I am waiting. I am not due back until the beginning of July. That's when I am booked to come back. But in any case, I am also, here we are on lockdown. There are no flights. The government, as I said, have been fantastic here. They're not allowing any entry into the country, into the island, to contaminate what is already a comparatively safe place.
Yeah.
So there are no flights coming in. So at this point in time, there is no way Rudolph Walker can get out of Trinidad, certainly before July.
Yeah.
So that is the bottom line. There is
right. But if Rudolph Walker could get out in July, if the government here said it's okay, if Trinidad opened up its borders and flights coming out, how safe would you feel? How comfortable or confident would you feel to come back on our shores in the UK?
Well, one of the things that it's not just me, it's for anyone coming back to the UK. I would prefer, I would want it to be, it can't be 100%, because even here it isn't 100% safety. You have to be very careful, although the government are easing various things, and they're doing it gradually. They're not going hell bent and saying, not because the situation appeared to be fantastic, that we are going to let everything go haywire. That's inviting problems later on. So it'll have to go hand in hand. It's I would like to feel that by the time I get on an aircraft to get back to the UK, number one, the flights BA has and Virgin Atlantic are allowing flights to depart, or allowing aircraft to pick their nationals up at various parts of the world. That is number one. Secondly, yes, I would like to feel that I would be a lot safer coming back at that time than I would have been, let's say, now or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. But nobody knows what is happening in the UK. I don't think anyone, even the scientists or the experts and the government, seem to be at odds as to exactly what is happening and what tomorrow will be like and what laws are going to come in. So, we don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. But what we do know is about the foundation, the Rudolph Walker Foundation. So let's talk a bit. But for those who don't know at all about the Rudolph Walker Foundation, let's talk about that.
Well, It was interesting talking to the footballer earlier on, and he said that, having mentors around at the time, which is also very important and vital in all young people's lives, not just the black youngsters, but all young people's lives. Some of us are not blessed to have a strong father and mother around. Some of us are, even if the fathers are around, they're not active in their kids' life. And I, growing up in Trinidad as a youngster, I came from a single parent family. I would say I had mentors, but my mentors were the neighbors. My mentors were the old people living around the corner. The people I respect, my teachers, they were all mentors. My mother, but that doesn't exist now. So the youngsters are having, they're having it rough. There's so much pressure on society. And as I had mentioned before, back in the 70s during Love Thy Neighbor period, I was working in schools in Brixton, the Tulsa and the Dick Shepherd School. And the youngsters then were saying, Mr. Walker, we have problems. We leave school, we are stopped by the police. There was a sus law, we can't congregate, we can't chat, we can't. So I launched what we call, to abbreviate what we're doing, inter-school drama competition between two schools. And it was the idea is to get the youngsters to work outside school hours, to create their, to get their creative juices going. And I got celebrities to come along and talk to them and to judge the competition. Like Carmen Monroe and even Muhammad Ali turned up on one occasion. So we had mentors. So mentors, that was something I did very early back in the 70s through drama. And fast forward, I launched the foundation properly on my 70th birthday. Wow, it was a long time ago. It was over 10,
Yeah.
12 years ago. And again, it's to go into schools, especially in schools where there are problems, and try and get other celebrities to go in and mentor the youngsters through drama, and culminating in a fantastic inter-school drama competition with schools up and down the country. At the moment, we have schools from Birmingham, Manchester, Cardiff, London, and we hope to spread it, wider, and maybe in the Caribbean in the not too distant future.
Exactly.
So that really is the foundation in a nutshell. To go in and give youngsters some sort of a leg up, or give them, encourage them that they are capable. Each and every one of them are capable of achieving great things.
Yeah, indeed, because you have the role model awards as well, so you recognise those who have made
Yes,
extreme effort.
exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
And that, I mean, unfortunately, because of the problem this year, we had to cancel
Yeah.
this year's competition. But as Ansel said about the carnival, 2020 is going to come back 2021 stronger and far better. And yes.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed. We want to also talk about, well, what do you call it? The T-shirt said recycled teenager. I love that. Recycled teenager. Why not?
Well, why not? Why not?
You had inspirational words. You did a piece to camera, very inspirational words, and there's things that you're saying is for free. The sunshine that I loved it. We're going to be using that, sir. As one of our inspirational bits for our show. Even perhaps as we start every show, we might use that, if you will. But I love that. What made you think of doing that?
Well, it was one of those strange things. Someone got through to EastEnders several weeks ago for some of us to do either recite a poem or do something to distribute among care homes, because they're having a rough time at the moment. And I've been thinking, and what can I say? I don't want to go down the road. I couldn't find a poem, and suddenly, my ex-wife sent me this. Or we circulate amongst the family and friends and whatnot, all sorts of messages, and this arrived on my website, and I thought, yes, I can use that as the basis. a message to the care homes. And of course, I embroidered on that. And then I thought of the T-shirt that I had made for my 80th birthday and the words on that. And I thought, well, incorporate all that. The only thing that I did, which was a downer, and I don't know if you're going to show that as well, towards the very end, the sentiment was absolutely right. And that is the Martin Luther King, We Shall Overcome.
Yeah.
According to my son, I shouldn't sing it.
That was all right. That was fine. I thought it was fine. You know, it's a crooning kind of sound, and it was a fine kind of sound, and it was a typical Caribbean kind of sound. That was fine for me. I think that is fine for millions of people. Inspirational, lovely. Oh, Rudolph, we have to round up, and it's such a joy talking to you, and we will have you again. No doubt, we will have you again on the show. But if you can just quickly give our viewers contact details, any social media details you would like to give out to the viewers.
Well, you know, just as far as not detailed, I would just like to say for all the viewers, you know, just stay home, stay safe, do your exercises, eat well. And as far as a lot of your viewers are concerned, you know, we mustn't diminish the fact that it is so important to follow a good diet. You know, your vitamins, vitamin D, it has been said over and over again, and good health, and think positive, and smile. The world is so serious with all that is happening. If you laugh, that is a recipe for good health. Enjoy yourselves.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done, Rudolph. Well done. And by the way, very quickly, congratulations on your CBE earlier this year. Congratulations. Rudolph Walker, CBE, actor extraordinaire. We see you soon. Take care of yourself.
And you. Blessings. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Okay. Wow. I love that. Just